Video podcasting is one of the best ways to be creating content today, and in this video, I'll be breaking down this portable podcast setup on wheels so you can whip it out when you plan on shooting and then park it away when you're done. Let's go.
You gotta just press record.
Hey, what is up? I'm Eltakrori with Think Media, helping you build your influence with online video. And on this channel, sometimes we talk about cameras, other times we talk about podcasting gear just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. It's my genuine belief that every content creator should consider starting a podcast and or a video podcast, because I think one of the hardest parts of creating content is the editing process. And there's just something about a podcast that is very minimal when it comes to editing, as well as being able to capture different audiences based off of people who like listening to content and also people who actually like watching content. And really is one of the best ways to kill two birds with one stone when it comes to content creation because of that reason. Now, as far as this video goes, the quality that you're listening to is based off of this exact setup, obviously. However, be sure to check out the description below because I'll post alternatives to other price points based off of whatever budget you're in when making a setup like this. So the first thing I recommend is getting a desk with wheels. I got this one on Amazon for about $100. The next, you're gonna want a boom arm with clamps, your microphones, XLR cables, cloud lifters because these mics actually require it, a Zoom recorder, a power strip with a long extension cord, earphones to monitor your audio, command strips, and a cable management kit to keep all your cords clean and tidy. Now, before I get into setting this all up, smash that like button if you're ready to see it. Now let's get into the setup. So the first thing to install is the Blue Compass mic boom arms, and I would say the only other option would either be like a desk stand or the Rode PSA 1, which is a little more of that exposed look where you can see the spring and the arms and stuff like that. And they're very close in price, so really at this point it just becomes a preference, but I am using the Blue Compass boom arm. Now, because the desk is on the thinner side, I had to actually put a little bit of cardboard for where the clamp meets the desk in order to get more of a snug fit. I'll probably look for a little piece of wood later on, but for now, the cardboard from the box actually worked. Next, I screwed on the SM7B mics from Shure, and I love this mic, although the price point is pretty high at around $400. They deliver a super high quality sound, as you can hear right now. And but if you're looking for an alternative mic solution, I would suggest going for either the Rode Pod mic or the Shure SM58. Those are both great mics at around $100 instead of $400 and give a great quality sound as well. What's also cool about those two mics that I just mentioned is they don't need a cloud lifter, and so you're really saving a lot of money by going at one of those two options. Once the mics are screwed on, I then ran the first XLR cable from the mic through the boom arm. And one cool feature about this arm is how it cinches the cords inside the arm itself so they're out of sight, which again is why I selected this arm, is because it just looks really, really clean. And maybe you're watching this and wondering, like, why does it even matter that the cable management is nice and clean? That's a good reason why I actually chose this, because you're watching a video and another kind of boom arm would actually expose the wire, and I'd have to use like Velcro or something like that to keep it cinched up. But that's why you want it to look good, even though it's a mic stand, just thinking about how it's gonna translate over to video. We really are pushing video podcasting here at Think Media because it's just one of the best ways to create content for a lot of the reasons I said earlier in this video. But we actually have a video podcast if you didn't know about it. It's called Think Marketing. You can subscribe to it on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can subscribe to the show as well. Just search Think Marketing. And we go a lot deeper when it comes to building your influence and business using online video. And maybe where Think Media is a little bit more gear focused, Think Marketing is a little bit more on the strategy side. So really a YouTube channel or a podcast you need to subscribe to right now. Stop the video real quick, go in the description, click on Think Marketing and subscribe. All right, so once you did that, I do want to point you to our video podcasting playlist that you can just bookmark or something. We'll put it on the YouTube card and in the description as well. But our video podcasting playlist will break down various kinds of ways you can actually get your video podcast done. It doesn't have to be done like this. This is just a way, but definitely check out that playlist to learn a lot more about video podcasting. And now continuing on the setup, I use command strips to mount the cloud lifters underneath the desk so it's nice and tucked away. And then from the cloud lifter, I use another XLR cable and go into the Zoom H6N recorder that I use. I love this recorder because it can be USB powered and you don't have to rely on batteries. I also love that it has analog dials so you can change your audio gain on the fly phantom power. It has everything you actually need when it comes to audio recorders or even audio interfaces. And so this is where the power strip comes into play. And so I also use command strips to mount this power strip that I got from IKEA. It has a really long cable, and I love that it's white, so it's super clean if it has to be in a shot. But nonetheless, now this desk could be fully powered by just plugging into a wall. And if I need to power up a laptop on here or maybe my phone, I can do that by simply plugging in to the desk itself. I'm also actually plugging in my hair light right now into the desk. And so with the short cable, I don't need to run more cables. I can just plug right into the desk. Super sick setup. Just a nice little plug, whether you do this or not. Now we're almost done building out the setup, but I really wanted to tell you about Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com is just a cool place that you can get a lot of things done that maybe you don't know how to do or you don't want to spend the time to do it. So maybe it's like a YouTube bumper, maybe it's your thirds that come up on the screen, like your social media handle, or you can use Fiverr like I did in this video and have your podcast edited. And so I actually took the audio from this recording right here that you're listening to, and I found somebody on Fiverr to mix and master the audio, and then they sent it back in just a day or two. And now this video has great audio quality and has been done by a professional in their field, and I probably wouldn't have been able to do that myself. So if there's a process that you aren't too fond of or don't want to spend too much time doing when it comes to creating content like video editing, maybe thumbnails or whatever it is, Fiverr is the way to go. So just make sure you click the link in the description below to check out Fiverr.com. Now, once you've hooked everything up and cleaned up your cables, you are now ready to start your podcast. And like I mentioned before, I love this particular setup because cleaning up and setting up is a breeze. And a lot of the times getting into the flow of shooting can just take a lot, but just simply wheeling this out into where I want to shoot and or record is a super easy process. And then I can just tuck it away in my office down in the corner, and it could stay there until I actually have another podcast set up. Now, once you've hooked everything up and cleaned up all your wires, you are ready to start your podcast and or video podcast because you're going to hit record on a camera. And so that's just something to think about. I love this because we were able to angle it. Usually I'd shoot straight on, but just wanted to switch it up for this video particularly because we could. Why? Because it's on wheels, which made it super easy. So all that to say, you are ready to start your podcast. So you can get your creative juices flowing now. And if you actually want to check out more videos on video podcasting, you can click or tap the screen and check out that playlist, or check out another video from Think Media. And I can't wait to see you in a future video. Peace.